I can't three-point turn, mate. But I'm good at this stuff, which is fine.
But this is easy, just go into...
in a straight line.
Yeah.
Oh, he's done brilliantly there.
This is what this time's for. This time's to really improve my physicality. That's one thing that's really stuck out for me this year.
Jack Draper.
Come on, come on, yes.
This is the sort of training I need to do more of if I want to get fitter. I'm ready to put in the work.
Jack Draper gets his biggest win of his very young career.
Winning his first challenger was a pivotal moment.
Threatening the world's top 50, Jack Draper.
I've experienced so many amazing things this year.
A brilliant performance from Britain's rising star.
Just unbelievably good. Trying to get the crowd involved as well.
I'll be ready next year to hopefully have a great year. Go for the weakest link, can you? Right, Ozzy. Sit. Paw. Foot. Go. Good boy.
He's my favourite.
No, he doesn't cause any trouble, so that's fine.
Yeah.
When I was younger, my mum, she was a tennis coach at the local club, helping out young kids play. She'd often put the racket in my hand and I started playing from there.
Something you and your brother both picked up?
Yeah, Ben was always a bit older, so I guess it created that bit of rivalry from when we were really young.
Getting a tan over here. It's like being at the dentist. We've always had a really good relationship since we were little. He was probably always trying to beat me.
If you're going to play now, who's coming out top?
Well, I'm not going to answer that question directly. I'm going to deflect to the one time I actually did play him.
He beat me fair and square. We've only ever played once.
And I won.
But I think now I'd have him. I'm going to be here for a couple of weeks doing the pre-season. So I know it's going to be hard work. I want to have a great year next year. That will be in the back of my mind so that when I'm playing a Grand Slam next year, I'm in a 5-set or something that, you know, hopefully the hard work I do pays off. This is like a kit room, so I dump all my stuff usually on the floor. That was me when I was playing at the Orange Bowl when I was 13. Roger and Rafa, and it's a good chance to practice my darts even though I'm absolutely terrible. Right, should we try this? Whoa. Absolutely, don't say nice one, mate. It was absolutely terrible. You okay, mate?
Yeah,
you sure?
yeah.
It's about a 2.5 hour drive there. I was born in Sutton, then we moved here maybe about 7 years ago. I still enjoy being at home with my family. I'm a big family guy.
Barry just told us that
He goes out there and he competes in front of X amount of people, but then I see him when he comes back home and he's just having a cup of tea and just relaxing.
He's laughing at that one.
A lot of things in his life have obviously changed, but really, when the door's closed, nothing changes.
I've done this commute millions of times. Passed my test yesterday. No, I'm joking, I'm sorry, but no, we're all good, so I passed my test about 3.5 years ago now. It's much more convenient to drive on my own. This is my coach, James.
What a loser.
What do you think Jack's first impression of you was?
You'd have to ask him. I don't know. I'm sure he'll have one.
Nowhere to park.
No. Well, there is, but you're about to nick it.
And it would be good to hear what he has to say.
He's a funny guy, man.
We get on great. We have a good time, I think, which is important as well. We work hard. Hopefully, some of my strengths as a person, Jack can learn from, and equally some of his stronger sides, the things that I can take and develop with.
Well, this is a Houdini act.
Crack on. Nice. This is Tom, my physio. He's been travelling with me a fair bit recently. I think it's important in terms of staying injury-free, especially during this period where I've got a training block coming up. I feel like I've got to try and do everything I can to put myself in the best possible position to perform on the court.
How long have you known Jack?
Couple of months.
Nah, about six months now.
6 months.
He's not spent a lot of time in front of the camera, so he might get a bit confused at times. We've got a really good relationship. He likes to play a bit himself. Go on.
I play a little bit of tennis. I'm desperate to have a decent hit with Jack.
Who's going to win if you do?
We have actually played 3 points in where were we? In Canada. I won all three, so...
That's absolute carnage, mate. You know you didn't. I was playing every ball that went about 10 metres out, so it was pretty tough.
He's a joker. Absolute joker. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Get up, just hold. Yes, that's it. Just a short hold. Don't lift the feet off the floor. We're trying to kind of strengthen the core, build strength and endurance so he can kind of prevent injuries in this part of the body. He had some kind of history of problems here, so we're kind of trying to sort that out and help him avoid those in the future. This is just one part of what he's gonna do and what he needs to do.
The amount of injuries on tour which come from abs and hips is so important to probably get this stuff right.
Have you had history with?
Yes, yeah. I've hurt my ab a few times in the last couple of years, so getting this stuff right is, very important. I think of my young career so far, I've had quite a few setbacks. I've spent a lot of time being injured and being off the court.
There's going to be adversity, there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs. The pressure, it's intense.
Players are still so young, what they have to put their bodies through.
The America swing was a real challenge for me.
Oh dear, that's not good.
First time I've ever been in real heat for a long period of time.
He is competitive to the core. Through the COVID year and through injuries and various things, Jack hadn't competed much. And there was a pedigree in there. He made the final of Junior Wimbledon. But if you're injured and you're not able to compete and you're not able to play, it makes it difficult to actually see where your level's going to be and what that looks like.
Middle of last year, I felt like I was on a good run and I was out on the clay training for some tournaments and I ruptured ligaments in my ankle. Obviously the one recently with Kachanov in US Open.
You've had a little bit of a break after the US Open. How are you feeling?
I've been ill for a little bit and a bit injured, but I feel really good out here and I'm happy that this is my first tournament back.
It was difficult around 2020. There was COVID, the amount of tournaments was limited. In 2021, he was injured. And then this year, he's really had the chance to play a full year on the tour, play lots of tournaments.
A brilliant performance from Britain's rising star, Jack Draper.
I've experienced so many amazing things this year.
Jack Draper gets his biggest win of his very young career so far.
I think he's exceeded, my expectations from a ranking progression.
That journey from 270 to 40 odd, that's an amazing achievement and I'm fully aware of that, but at the same time, I want to keep on progressing.
Oh yes, big injection of pace behind that backhand.
At the start of the year in Italy, I was walking into a freezing cold barn playing a challenger event.
Winning his first challenger was a pivotal moment where we decided not to go down to Australia. It's like, let's think about the bigger picture, let's get matches, let's be competitive.
The Stefanos Tsitsipas win in Montreal and that whole week in general was a real confidence booster for me.
Notches his first top 10 win.
Aliassime win in US Open. Definitely a proud moment and gives me a lot of motivation to want to continue into 2023 on this kind of trajectory. We spend a lot of time with each other, so we've got to be able to prank each other and have a bit of fun with it.
He likes to get you.
I did him quite badly in Milan. It's like one of the first days he was there.
I got him at lunchtime today. His favourite one is when you're going up in the lift with him.
Just when someone's in the lift, say we're on the 5th floor. Oh, that's a nice jumper. That's a really nice jumper. Press the 4. And he gets off, he's talking about his coat, and it's just like, up to the next floor, see you later.
If you get out, he absolutely loves it.
And I'm going, what the? Yeah. And the door closes and I hear two of them like,
Yeah, exactly.
He likes to catch you out, but usually he gets caught out.
Perfect.
Horse, galloping.
Okay, one up, one here. Yes, yes. We tried the same thing backwards. Very good, very good. The goal is to increase the strength of these muscles. There are different kind of trainings and different kind of strengths that the players can use or need to use in their career.
Oh. When I was 16, I was 5'7", and now I'm nearly 6'4". It's been a lot of strain on the body, and so all this stuff is so important to stay injury-free and to keep building my physicality and to get to that next level. See, I'm eating unbelievably healthy for the camera today. There we go.
Come on, go squat down, yes. As deep as you can be down without leaning forward. very good. Easy acceleration. We call it like strength endurance, so we kind of want to get him to the point where he can do more of these specific movements on court without getting tired, so it doesn't break down on his technique. Go. We want to give him a bigger tank on court so he can do more work on court again without being tired, so the tennis coach can kind of put more work in tennis court in the pre-season, and then of course he's going to benefit because he's going to adapt more for the matches.
It gives us kind of reliable data now to retest in a year's time to show where he's gone and where he's got to.
Very good, mate, very good.
This is the sort of training I need to do more of if I want to get fitter, and I'm ready to put in the work. So
he's finished the year inside the world's top 40. I want that level next year to be inside the world's top 20. That's going to mean that we're going to have had to develop certain area of his game.
Feel free to go out and you can jog down on the track. You try and keep it around 150.
That journey that we're on continues, because I know if he's playing top 20 tennis and he's ranked 35, he's going to be there. You know, it's just a question of time.
I feel like I can make some massive improvements. I feel like I can get in much better shape, and that's a journey that I'm going to go on the next 7 weeks and also throughout next year as well. In terms of my game, I think I've built a really strong base level.
Unbelievable bit of skill.
I feel like I compete incredibly well, and to get to the next level, I feel like I need to get forward a bit more. I need to use my size. I have to take advantage of the weapons I have, and when that all comes together, hopefully, yeah, in 2023 will be exciting.
Taking out another big name.
Brilliant from Draper.